Maybe one day we'll walk past each other and pretend we never knew how deeply we once loved. I wonder what you'll look like years from now, if I'll recognize your smile underneath a different life. Maybe you'll be walking with somebody by your side, and I'll pretend that nothing happens when you pass me by. Maybe we'll become strangers with familiar eyes, two people carrying memories neither wants to recognize. But somewhere underneath the silence I know the truth. There was a time when every road I took led back to you. Until we become strangers, I'll remember who we were. Until the memories fade, I'll still know every word. Until we become strangers, I'll keep one piece of you. Not because I want the past, but because it once was true. We had dreams written across the ceiling of my room. We talked about forever like it was coming soon. We made plans for places we had never seen. We believed that love could make the impossible routine. Then life came between us with its complicated ways, and suddenly forever became a handful of days. I don't blame the distance, I don't blame the time. Sometimes two hearts lose rhythm even when they still align. I remember your favorite songs, your favorite places, the little expressions that appeared across your face. I remember how you left when you were trying not to, and how you looked at me when you wanted me close. Those things don't disappear just because we said goodbye. They become quiet memories that visit sometimes at night. I don't need to hold them, I don't need to make them stay. I just let them pass through me and slowly drift away. If we meet again, I hope there is no bitterness. I hope you can smile at everything we survived. I hope you can see that I became somebody stronger, and I hope I can say the same when I look into your eyes. Maybe we'll talk about the places we've been since then. Maybe we'll laugh about the people we were back when. And maybe for 1 second underneath the passing years, we'll remember how we once made each other disappear. I don't wanna rewrite the ending anymore. I don't wanna stand outside your heart and knock the door. Some doors close because another road is waiting. Some people leave because staying would keep us from becoming. You gave me memories I'll carry without regret. You gave me a love I don't think I'll ever forget. And even if our names eventually fade from each other's lives, I'll always know that once you were the reason I felt alive. Until we become strangers, I wish you something good, a life filled with the peace that I once hoped we would. I hope someone loves you without making you afraid. I hope you find the happiness we couldn't create. And if someday you remember me beneath the midnight blue, I hope you smile instead of wondering what we could have done. Because we were real, even if we couldn't last. And some of the deepest love stories belong to the past. Until we become strangers, until our memories fade, I'll keep the night we shared like a song that never I used to believe that love was supposed to save us, that every broken heart could be repaired if somebody stayed. But you taught me something different underneath the rain. Sometimes love can be beautiful and still leave pain. We had our perfect moments, we had nights without regret. We had dreams that I still haven't learned to forget. But every beautiful memory carries something underneath, a little piece of sadness that still lives inside of me. Love leaves a scar, even when the wound is gone. Some memories stay forever, long after someone moves on. Love leaves a scar, but I don't regret the pain, because for every tear I cried, there was something beautiful I gained.
You showed me how to open the heart I kept protected. You made me believe that maybe I could be accepted. You saw the parts of me I never wanted anyone to see. And for a while I believed that you were where I was meant to be. Then little things became bigger, distance filled the room, and every conversation started feeling like a storm. We stopped listening carefully, started speaking from our pain, until the love we built became difficult to maintain. I remember our last night, silence on your face, both of us pretending that we still had time to save. You reached for my hand, but neither one could speak. I could feel the ending even though we wouldn't say it. Maybe we were tired, maybe we were scared, maybe we loved each other but didn't know how to repair. Some stories don't end because the feelings disappear. They end because two people can't keep surviving there. For a long time I blamed you for everything that broke, and I blamed myself for every word I never spoke. But healing taught me something I couldn't understand, that sometimes two good people simply lose the plan. I don't hate you now, I don't wish you any pain. I hope you found your peace somewhere beyond our reign, because despite the scars I still remember what was true. There were moments in my life that only existed because of you. Now when I hear our song I don't turn away. I let the memory visit, then I let it fade. I can think about your smile without wanting you back. I can't remember your touch without falling through the cracks. That's how I know the scar has finally become a part, not an open wound, but a chapter in my heart. And maybe someday someone else will hold my hand, and I'll love without fearing that it all will end. Love leaves a scar, but scars don't mean you're broken. Sometimes they're reminders of the moments that were golden. You were once my everything, and I was once yours too. Even though the story ended, I won't pretend it wasn't true. I'll take the lessons with me wherever I may go. I'll keep the beautiful memories and release the ones that hurt. And if someone asks me whether loving you was worth it, I'll say yes, because even heartbreak taught me how to live. Don't explain it, don't question it, just come closer. from behind your eyes. I could tell that you were carrying another sleepless night. You didn't need to tell me what had happened before. I saw it in your expression when you closed the door. So I reached for your hand and let the silence stay. Sometimes words only make the deepest feelings fade. You leaned a little closer like you finally understood that being held can sometimes say more than words could. Come closer, don't speak. Let the silence tell me everything. Come closer, don't speak. I can hear your heart when you're near me. No explanations, no promises tonight. Just stay beside me underneath the fading light. You don't have to tell me why your hands are shaking. Don't have to explain every mistake you're making. I know what it's like to feel like nobody understands, to need somebody quietly without asking for a plan. So let your guard fall slowly, you don't have to fight. Let me be the person who stays with you tonight. The world can wait outside until you're ready to return. For now, let the silence hold everything that hurts. There are things between us that words would only break. Little moments that become more beautiful when they're unspoken. The way you look at me when you think I'm not aware. The way your fingers find mine like they belong there. We don't need definitions, we don't need a perfect name. Some feelings are too complicated to explain. Maybe what we have exists somewhere beyond language, a place where two hearts understand without translation. The room is getting darker, but I don't turn on the light. I wanna see your face underneath the natural night. Your eyes are saying things your lips are afraid to say, and I can feel the distance between us fade away. You breathe slowly, I move closer, and the world disappears. For a moment there are no memories, no future, no fears. Just the quiet understanding that you're safe with me. And sometimes that's the only thing love needs to be. Tomorrow you might wake up and start questioning tonight. You might wonder if the feelings were real underneath the light. Don't be afraid of what happened when you let yourself feel. Not everything that scares us is something we should conceal. You don't have to promise me that you'll stay forever. Just remember how it felt when we were close together. Remember that there was a place where you could finally breathe. And if you ever need it again, you know where I'll be. So come closer, don't speak. Let the night understand. Let me hold your silence gently in my hands. If morning takes you somewhere far away from me, I'll still remember who you were when you finally felt free. Some nights are not meant to become stories we explain. They're simply little moments that remain inside our veins. When the darkness returns and you're searching for peace, come closer, don't speak, and let the silence release. And let the silence release.
I looked into your eyes and forgot where carry stories that you never tell. A little bit of heaven, a little bit of hell. I could spend forever trying to understand every hidden emotion underneath your hands. You look at me softly when you're trying to be strong, and somehow I can tell when something feels wrong. I don't need your explanations, I don't need every word. Your eyes say everything before your voice can be heard. I'm lost inside your eyes, and I don't wanna be found. Every time you look at me, the whole world disappears around. I'm lost inside your eyes, like a dream I can't escape. If this is where I lose myself, then let me lose my way.
You have a way of making silence feel alive. Like every quiet second gives our hearts another chance. I watch the light move slowly across your face and wonder how someone can make time disappear this way. I used to think that love was something people planned, a promise and a future carefully held in their hands. But then you came along and changed what I believe. Now I know that sometimes love is simply what you feel.
I can see your fear whenever you think I'll leave. You hide it behind a smile, but I know what you mean. You wanna be loved, but you're afraid to trust. You want someone close, but you're afraid they'll become dust. I won't promise that I'll never make a mistake, but I can promise I won't run when your heart begins to shake. I'll stand beside your silence until you find your voice, and remind you that being loved was always your choice.
Maybe we're both carrying ghosts from another time. Maybe that's why your darkness understands mine. We recognize the broken places without needing to explain. We know what it means to smile while carrying pain. That's why being near you, you feel strangely familiar, like meeting someone I've known for much longer than a year. You don't feel like a stranger, you feel like a memory, a place I somehow knew before you ever knew me. If I could freeze one moment, I'd choose the way you look. When you forget your worries and let your heart become soft, that version of you deserves to be seen every day. Not only in the darkness when the world goes away. I'll remind you that you're more than every scar you've known, more than every person who ever made you feel alone. And if you ever lose yourself inside the noise, come find me in the quiet where you can still hear your voice. I'm still lost inside your eyes, but now I understand. I don't need a map when I'm holding your hand. Some journeys don't have endings, they simply become home. Some hearts don't need answers, they just need somewhere to belong. So if the world gets heavy and the night becomes too long, come stand beside me and let the silence become a song. Because if I have to lose myself somewhere tonight, I'd rather disappear forever inside your eyes. When the lights go out, that's when you become honest. No makeup for your feelings, no place left to hide them. The world can't see you when the room becomes dark.
So you finally let me touch the places you protect.
You tell me all the stories you've been carrying alone, the fears you never mention when you're surrounded by people.
And I listen without trying to fix what I can't. Cause sometimes love is simply knowing how to stay when the lights go out. I wanna know the real you.
When the whole world disappears,
I wanna stay here with you.
when the lights go out,
You don't have to hide.
you can give me every secret
You keep locked inside.
You said you were afraid that I would see your weakness. I told you that your scars were part of what made you beautiful. You don't have to be perfect when you're standing next to me. You don't have to pretend that everything is easy. I want
The nights when you're silent, the mornings when you're tired, the moments when your confidence disappears completely. Cause love isn't only finding someone at their brightest, it's choosing to stay
when the darkness becomes undeniable. Outside the city keeps moving like nothing has changed.
Cars passing underneath us, people walking through the rain.
But inside this room, time feels completely different. Like we
Found a little world where nobody can enter. Your
hand is in mine and your head is on my shoulder. The night is getting deeper, but somehow we feel closer.
I don't need 1,000 promises to know you're here.
I only need the sound of you breathing beside me.
Tell me what you dream about when nobody is listening. Tell me what you regret and what you're still missing. Tell me about the person you wanted to become and all the little battles you fought before I came along.
I'll tell you about my own mistakes,
The things I never showed,
the places in my heart that I was
scared to let you know.
Maybe vulnerability is the most dangerous desire, because
Cause once you open up, there's nowhere left to hide.
when the morning comes, don't become a stranger again. Don't put the walls back up just because the night is ended. Remember who we were when there was no audience around.
When every whispered truth could finally make a sound.
The world may never understand the way we connect. They don't know the conversations that we haven't finished yet. They only see two people passing underneath the sun. They don't know
Know what happens when the lights go out. When the lights go out.
So stay until the darkness turns into
Morning light.
stay until we stop being afraid of what comes after
Tonight, if tomorrow changes us, we'll face it when it comes.
But tonight I wanna remember
Exactly who we've become.
people with their secrets finally learning how to breathe.
Two hearts that found a place, but they don't have to leave.
And when the lights go out,
And the world disappears. Everything looked beautiful until I got close.
then I realized
The sweetest things can hurt the most. You came into my life like a beautiful summer. Everything felt easy, everything felt warmer. Your smile was a sunrise after years of rain. I thought I had finally found a love without pain, but underneath the flowers there was something I couldn't see. A little bit of darkness hiding underneath your beauty. I ignored everyone and
because I wanted to believe that paradise could exist if you were standing next to me. There was poison in paradise, hidden underneath your smile. I stayed because the beautiful moments made the danger feel worthwhile. There was poison in paradise, and I drank it like a dream. You were everything I wanted, and everything I couldn't keep. You made me feel wanted in a way I never known, and slowly made me question everything I call my own. One day you were heaven, the next you disappear, leaving me alone with every doubt and every fear. I kept chasing the version of you that I first knew, the person who made every lonely night feel new. But love can become a prison when you're scared to walk away, and I stayed inside the darkness hoping you'd change someday. We had beautiful mornings and unforgettable nights. We had conversations underneath the city lights. We laughed like children, we dreamed like fools, and suddenly our love became a collection of rules. I couldn't breathe without wondering where you were. I couldn't sleep without asking if your love was still secure. That's when I realized obsession had entered through the door, and the paradise I wanted didn't feel like paradise anymore. I don't blame you for every scar I had to carry. I don't blame myself for believing you were necessary. We were two imperfect people trying to create something strong, but somewhere along the way we forgot where we belonged. I gave you my patience, you gave me your fears. We turned small disagreements into years of tears. Still when I think about you, I remember more than pain. I remember why I loved you before everything changed. Maybe paradise was never supposed to last forever. Maybe some beautiful places disappear when the weather changes. Maybe the lesson wasn't that love is always safe. Maybe the lesson was learning when to walk away. I can appreciate the roses without forgetting their thorns. I can remember your kindness without ignoring the storms. And I can love the person I was when I stood beside you without needing to become that person again for you. Now I'm walking through the darkness with my head held high. I don't need your paradise to make me feel alive. I can miss you without asking you to return. I can remember without letting the memories burn. Some love stories end because they were never meant to stay. Some hearts have to break before they find a better way. So I'll leave the poison where our paradise once stood, and carry only what was beautiful. Only what was good. I remember that night like it happened yesterday. The rain against the window, the words we couldn't say. You looked at me like time had suddenly stopped, like everything we'd been protecting finally dropped. I felt your heartbeat moving underneath my hand, and for the first time I didn't need to understand. Some moments don't need reasons, some feelings don't need names. They simply find your heart and never leave the same. I can't forget your kiss, no matter where I go.
felt the same. Nobody ever made my heartbeat answer to their name. There's something about that moment that refuses to fade. A memory so beautiful, it almost feels dangerous to say. I tell myself it's over, I tell myself we're through, but every quiet evening somehow leads me back to you. Maybe I'm not missing you as much as I miss who I became. The person who believed that love could burn without shame. You were standing by the window when you turned to me, and suddenly the future wasn't something I could see. There was only that moment, only your eyes, only the feeling that we didn't need another night. I wish I could return there just for one more time, before we complicated everything with fear and pride, before we learned that love can disappear so fast, before that beautiful moment became something from the past. I still remember your voice when you told me not to leave, the way you held my hand like you needed me to believe. I should have stayed longer, I should have understood that some opportunities don't come back even when you wish they would. Now I carry that regret whenever midnight arrives. A little piece of you still moves through my life, and every romantic song becomes another reminder that some memories grow stronger when you try to leave them behind. If I could see you again, I wouldn't ask for forever. I wouldn't ask you to promise that we never change together. I'd simply stand beside you and let the silence speak. I tell you that I still remember every second of that week. Maybe you'd smile and tell me that you remember too. Maybe we'd laugh about the people we were when we first knew. Or maybe we'd say nothing and simply understand that one unforgettable moment was enough to leave a mark. So I can't forget your kiss, and maybe that's okay. Some memories are not meant to be taken away. I'll carry it quietly when the night becomes cold, a little piece of something beautiful I never wanna lose. And if love comes again, I'll never take it for granted, because you taught my heart how quickly moments can be taken. I don't know where you are, but I hope you're doing fine. And somewhere in your memories, I hope that you remember mine.
The world gets quiet, that's when I hear you, not with my ears, somewhere deeper. After dark, your voice becomes a whisper in my head. 1,000 little things you said keep playing where I sleep. The room is almost silent, but my heart refuses rest, 'cause every thought of you keeps knocking on my chest. You told me once that silence could be louder than a scream, and now I understand exactly what you mean. Because when you're not around, the quiet speaks your name, and every lonely hour reminds me we're not the same. Whispers after dark, calling through the night. I can feel you near me even when you're out of sight. Whispers after dark, floating through my room. Every word you never said still echoes in the gloom. I remember how you looked beneath the silver moon, how the city lights reflected softly in your eyes. You didn't say forever, but I wanted to believe that something in your heart was never gonna leave. We were young enough to think that love could never end, old enough to know that hearts can break and mend. But every time you whispered that you needed me close, I believed that maybe you and I was something more. You had a way of turning ordinary nights into dreams. A simple conversation became deeper than it seemed. We talked about our fears, the places we had been, the things we never told the people closest to our skin. And somewhere in those hours I forgot to guard my heart. I gave you all the pieces I had hidden from the start. Now those conversations live inside my memory, like little secret doors that always lead to you and me. I wonder if you hear the same silence where you are, if you ever look outside and search for the same stars, if you remember standing next to me beneath the rain, if you still feel the weight of every word we couldn't say. Maybe we're both pretending that we're better on our own. Maybe we're just scared of finding out what we've become. But if your heart still whispers when the city falls asleep, then maybe there's a promise underneath the silence deep. I don't need a perfect ending, I don't need a perfect start. I just want the truth about the places in your heart. If you still think about me, don't hide it from the night. Some feelings become stronger when you stop pretending they're not right. I'll be somewhere listening when the midnight starts to fall, wondering if your voice is still waiting through the walls. And if I hear you whisper somewhere underneath the rain, I'll know that after dark we're not strangers once again. So let the night surround us with its quiet atmosphere. Let every hidden feeling become suddenly clear. If love is just a whisper, let it travel through the dark. Let it find the lonely places and ignite a little spark. And if tomorrow takes us somewhere neither of us knows, I'll still remember every secret that the midnight showed. Because some conversations never truly disappear, they become whispers after dark that stay forever near. I can see you, but I still feel you everywhere I go. Shadow follows me. Your perfume is still living in the corner of my room. Your photograph is fading underneath the afternoon. I thought the time would take you slowly from my mind, but every night I close my eyes, you're waiting there behind. I hear your laughter in the places that we used to go. I feel your hand in mine when the evening starts to slow. You left without a warning, but you never really left, because your memory is written somewhere underneath my chest. You're a shadow on my skin, a memory I can't erase. Everywhere I go tonight, I still see your face. You're a shadow on my skin, a ghost beneath the light. Even when you're far away, you're still here tonight. I tried to change the music, tried to rearrange the room. I
threw away the roses, but they still remember you. I changed the sheets, the streets, the places where we meet, but nothing can convince my heart that we are truly incomplete. I know that people say that broken hearts eventually heal, but nobody explained how memories can feel this real. You don't have to be beside me for me to feel your presence. Some loves don't need a body, they survive through remembrance. Sometimes I wonder if you're thinking of me too, if some forgotten melody brings me back to you. If you ever stop at midnight and remember how we were, if you still keep the letters or remember every word. I don't need you to return, I don't need another chance, but somewhere in my heart I still remember our romance. Maybe that's the hardest part about losing someone true, learning how to live in rooms that still belong to you. You know the parts of me that I refuse to show. You saw behind the confidence, the fear I wouldn't let go. You touched the deepest places nobody ever knew, and maybe that's the reason I still carry part of you. We weren't always gentle, we weren't always right, but somehow even our mistakes look beautiful at night. I wish I could forget the moments that still hurt, but forgetting you would mean forgetting who I was first. So I let your shadow follow when the evening starts to fall. I won't fight the memories, I won't deny them anymore. Some people leave your life, but never leave your soul. Some stories end in silence, but never truly close. Maybe years from now I'll hear your name somewhere, and for a second I'll remember how you used to care. Then I'll smile at the darkness and finally understand that loving you changed me, even when you couldn't stay. Your shadow on my skin may never disappear, but it doesn't have to hurt me. Every time you're near, I'll carry what was beautiful and leave behind the pain. I'll let the memories come softly like the summer rain. And if someday you wonder if I ever loved you true, I'll say there was a time when my whole world was you. Even though the night has finally learned to let you go, a part of me will always remember what we used to know. Midnight temptation calling me again. I know I should resist you, but I don't know where to begin.
The city turns to shadows when the clock reaches 2, and somehow every quiet street reminds me of you. I see your name glowing softly across my phone, and suddenly the room doesn't feel like home. You know exactly when to call, exactly what to say. You know how to make every promise fade away. I told myself I'd leave this feeling in the past, but every time I see you I forget how long I lasted.
You're my midnight temptation, the secret underneath my skin. Every time I try to run, you pull me back again. You're my midnight temptation, the fire I can't outrun. When the darkness calls your name, I know where I will come from. You never have to chase me, I already know the way. I've memorized the streets that lead me to your place. Your window has a light on like you knew I'd arrive, and something in my heart comes suddenly alive. You open up the door and give me that familiar smile, and every piece of distance disappears for a while. I don't ask you what tomorrow means anymore, because tonight with you is what I've been waiting for.
There's something in your silence that says more than words, something in your eyes that makes the whole world blur. You carry your own darkness, I can see it when you breathe, but somehow you still make me feel like you're the one I need.
We don't talk about the damage or the things we cannot change. We just let the night surround us while the outside fades. Maybe we're not perfect, maybe we're too intense, but every time I'm near you, everything makes sense.
You tell me you're afraid that I'll eventually disappear. I tell you I'm still standing, I'm not going anywhere. But deep inside I know that love can change its face, and even beautiful moments can be impossible to replace.
So I hold you a little closer, like the night could disappear, like morning might arrive and take you far from here. If this is only temporary, let me have tonight. Let me lose myself completely underneath your eyes.
We could spend forever trying to explain what we became, or we could stop pretending that this isn't more than a game. You're not just a memory, you're not just another flame. You're the person I keep searching for in every crowded place. I don't know if it's love or something darker underneath, but I know your absence makes it harder for me to breathe. So when the moon is high and everyone has gone to sleep, I'll still be
waiting for the secret that we keep. When the morning starts arriving and the sky becomes gray, I'll probably tell myself that I should walk away, but I remember your eyes and the way you held my hand, and I know that leaving you was never really part of the plan. Maybe some desires were never meant to disappear. Maybe some hearts only beat when the dangerous one is near. So if you call tomorrow, I already know what I'll do. I'll follow the midnight temptation back to you.